Hello to all of you dance music lovers out there. Welcome to Spotlight, the show that shines a whole lot of love on leading electronic music talents. I'm Tomo G, and today the spotlight will shine on UK DJ star Danny Howard. As an international dance music artist, Danny is doing basically everything. He combines touring as a DJ with his own successful music productions, managing the label he created while being one of the most familiar voices of Radio 1 in the UK. But apparently, these are not enough, because Danny actually dreams of being a restaurant reviewer. Here's my one-on-one interview with the talented Danny Howard. This is his Spot. Hey guys, I'm Tomo G. Welcome to the Spotlight. And today we have an amazing talent. Well, you are. Well, he's basically a multi-talent. Well, you are a DJ producer, a label owner, radio presenter. You're touring everywhere. What else did I forget?
I think you covered it all there. Yeah. I mean, the way you say it makes it sound quite a lot, and I'm even thinking back in my head how I actually fit it all in. But yeah, I try to do a bit of everything, but it all connects, you know. Yeah. They all complement each other. Yeah, it's juggling as well, spinning plates, as they say.
So, ladies and gents, this is Danny Howard. Yeah, we talked about you doing a lot of things. But do you have time to leave, basically?
Not really. No. Like, music is what I do every day. Like, I'm very fortunate to be someone who's doing their hobby for a job. So it never feels like work, if you know what I mean. I know it sounds like a cliche thing to say, and I hear a lot of DJs say it, but I understand what they mean. It really is like DJing, playing music that you love to crowds, making music, broadcasting to millions on the radio. It's just like, it's like a dream when I say it. And I think the moment when it does get a bit boring or starts to feel like a job is when I'll have to look at it and go, okay, maybe I shouldn't be doing this anymore. But hopefully that moment will never come. And yeah, just loving every minute, and I'm living my job, and it's amazing.
Yeah, I think you're far from the place of getting enough, right?
That's not happening anytime soon.
Let's talk about your story, how it all began for you.
I decided that I wanted to be a DJ when I was about 10 years old, because my older brother, he had some decks at home and he used to collect vinyl, and I always had an interest because of his interest, but I never actually started to do it until I was at university. I was actually 19, so I actually started quite late compared to a lot of other DJs now. And yeah, just when I was at university, I just started to learn to mix on vinyl, and then I started to DJ my friends' birthday parties and weddings, or anywhere I could just get in front of people just to get experience. And I think that's one of the most important things you need to do when you first start DJing. Like, it's all good being in your bedroom practicing, which is obviously important, but you can practice and practice and practice, but you'll never get that experience of being in front of a crowd, which is completely different. So I just did that, and then in my local student union, I just used to, you know, try and get gigs there as much as I could, and that's how it all started, really. And then I got to a point where I was like, okay, I'm playing for a hobby, but how do I make this into a job? And an experienced DJ in Liverpool in the UK said to me, what you need to do is you need to either produce music or do your own events and DJ yourself. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do both. So I did. So I started putting on my own events in my hometown and also around the northwest of England, and started to learn to produce as well. And that's how it really started.
Yeah, we are now in Ibiza, and you have a special connection to the island, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, it was the first place I came and actually saw Eric Murillo play. It was in Pasha, and I'll never ever forget that night. It was a Wednesday night at Subliminal Sessions, and that was the night. It was in between that period that I just talked about, where I was 19 years old. I started to teach myself to DJ. I was DJing at friends' birthdays, and I was in that in-between period where I came to Ibiza, and I was like, okay, I want to be a DJ now. And I think a lot of people have that when they come to Ibiza. They see the DJ, they see the connection they have with the crowd, the energy and everything that goes with that, and you don't get that anywhere else in the world. And for me, I was like, okay, I want to do that. And I never actually thought I would end up playing at Pasha or Space or Ushuaia, and the fact that I am now is just mind-blowing.
It's to be honest, like, this island is crazy. You come here and you see all the posters and everything, like the biggest DJs, loads of these are the stars of the island, right?
Exactly, yeah. I mean, you go around to a normal city or a town and you see billboards advertising cars or food or whatever. Here, advertising the DJs and the club nights, and I think that's one of the unique things about this place, is that we celebrate the music, we celebrate the DJs, and life's good here.
You're also doing your radio show, right, at the same time. Yeah. So how did you manage to do them both?
Yeah, well, a lot of running to the airport, because my show was on a Saturday in London. I did 4 to 7 p.m. and the flight to Ibiza was 9 p.m. and it takes an hour to get to the airport. So any delays, then that was me missing the flight, missing the gig. Luckily, it never happened. There were some close calls, I'll tell you that, but yeah, just literally hot-footing it as fast as I can. And also I played it early as well, as at 1 o'clock, so the plane lands at 12:15. I'm on at 1, so it's like back of the car getting changed and turning up to the club all sweaty and with my suitcase in the DJ box. It was literally like that every week. But do you know what? All the rushing and the adrenaline and sort of the whole idea of that's how I was getting to my gig that night was amazing, and yeah, one that I never thought. I felt like a superstar DJ.
It's a good feeling to feel like a superstar DJ. Well, you are actually. So you have like your radio show. It's every week, right, on Radio 1?
Yep, every single week, BBC Radio 1, Saturday nights. So Annie, Matt, Pete don't do Friday, I do Saturday, and it's my first love in music. It's everything that I do is around that radio show, because I listened to Radio 1 for so long. It's where I got a lot of my musical education, listening to Pete Tong for so many years. So to actually end up doing a show on there myself, I never would have imagined. You set yourself goals, you set yourself aims, but at the same time you have to be realistic. So to get a show on Radio 1 is, for me at the time, wasn't realistic, but when I got it I was like, okay, maybe I should set my goals quite high, and you never know. And yeah, it's just incredible. So the DJing, the making the music, the label, I always make sure that the radio show is the priority, but everything I do around it complements it, and it all feeds each other, and they will work parallel, you know.
BBC Radio 1.
And Nothing Else Matters is a podcast, but it's also the name of your label, right? Yeah. So it's a brand new one?
Yeah, the label. Well, we started the label last October, and it's just been a big setup period. It's taken about 6 months to get a bit of a release schedule together. We already had a track called The Girl Is Mine by 99 Souls, which went top 5 in the UK chart, which was an amazing start. And we've got some stuff lined up for this summer, a lot of club level releases as well. There's going to be 2 tiers to the label. There's going to be the stuff that we want to cross over and potentially become like big hits, because obviously we're going through the Sony system, and you know they want to release the biggest records. But the deal was that I want to do some stuff that I'm passionate about as well. That okay, it's not a big hit, but it's stuff that I will play in the club and it's cool and I want people to hear it. So we've got a load of that stuff as well coming just in time for Ibiza.
you've done loads of things and you're a very busy guy, but I'm sure there's something that you didn't do and you really want to do. Like, it's just what pops to your head right now, like something that you really want to do and you haven't done yet.
What do I want to do?
Something connected to music or not? Something that really like, I need to do this.
I really want to. So this is quite a weird thing. So when I go to restaurants, I'm quite picky with the food. Really picky with the food. No. Listen to this. I'm really picky with the food. And you know those people that go to restaurants and give reviews. So I want to be a really known reviewer for restaurants. So that when I go in, they're like, shit, Danny Howard's here. We need to make sure this is like the best food. Like that's what I want to do when I'm later in life. If it doesn't quite work out with music.
Food critic, restaurant critic. Okay, that's cool. It is cool.
For that answer.
I didn't expect that. Okay, Danny, it was a pleasure having you on the show. Have a good time here in Ibiza.
And you.
Yeah, we're gonna see you live.
Yeah.
We're gonna see you live for sure.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.